Right this way, please.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, hello, and who might you be?
All in good time, madam. Your father wishes to reveal all after dinner. You can introduce yourselves to the guest if you like.
I'm Dana Wellington, the oldest child, and I run the family business practically. I keep this whole lot going, you could say.
I'm Bruce Wellington. No doubt you know me as a congressman. I am seeking a Senate seat next election, so I would appreciate your support.
I'm Maddie Wellington Marsh. I have 3 beautiful children, and I run a charity called From Billions to Balance. It helps women transition from growing up extremely wealthy to marrying into a slightly less wealthy family. We're starting a men's chapter next month, the Losing the Private Jet Club.
And I'm Samuel Wellington. Not Sammy, understand? Samuel. I'm the youngest child and I have always gravitated toward the arts. I write and direct. My new play is still in the funding stages. Do you happen to have any money? From the looks of you, I would say no.
Enough introductions, Barclay. What kind of nonsense has Dad cooked up this time? I don't have time for this. All in good time, sir.
Oh, lighten up, will you? At least Dad still has a flair for the dramatic at his advanced age. I hope to be so fortunate.
Where is Father anyway? I have a virtual meeting with the shareholders this evening. Can we please get this over with?
A meeting on Christmas Eve?
Merry Christmas, everyone. I wish I could say it was good to see your faces on this frigid evening. As it stands, I just see a bunch of sourpusses, like when you were all younger.
Oh, really, Father?
More insults?
Silence! This is still my home, even though I have one foot in the proverbial grave and the other on the proverbial slimy banana peel. Which is why I've called you to this meeting. I'm damn tired of the cold and snow. My old bones crave hot sun and balmy air. Which is why Nurse Sinclair and I will be moving to the tropics on New Year's Eve. The doctor tells me my days are very limited, and I intend to spend whatever time I have left sipping pina coladas and getting sand in every crevice of my wrinkly body.
Oh, Daddy, you look healthy. Best I've seen in years. I bet you outlive all of us. I just wish you would have allowed me to bring the children. Would you have liked to see them? They just adore you.
Shut up, you sorry simp. I don't need your lies and flattery. Here's the deal. I've made changes to my will. I think you all know Jake Perkins, my lawyer. He helped me make the changes.
Outrageous. Why didn't you discuss it with me first?
You? Why not me? I run the company that funds all of your nonsense, while you play politician, and you are mother, and you are mediocre Shakespeare.
A real Joan of Arc.
Shut up! I don't need your help. My body may be a steaming pile of dung, but I have my senses. I can make my own decisions. Now, You will find out after dinner what the changes are. I'm starving. Farkley, is dinner ready?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nurse Sinclair, wheel me into the dining room, please.
Yes, Mr. Wellington. And who is this lovely young woman you have brought to our home, Samuel?
This is Brooke. She's going to be the star of my new play. Right now, she's in some of the less interesting projects I am involved in. Those are just to build capital for the things I really want to do.
Actually, my full stage name is Brooke Wild. There's a really funny story about how I got that name. Would you like to hear it?
No.
I was told strictly no guests. If I had known the rule was so flexible, I would have brought the kids.
That was delicious, Farkley. Give my compliments to the cook. Now, for dessert, I will have a sugar cookie with a nip of brandy.
Very good, sir.
Daddy, are you sure that isn't too rich for you? Would your doctor approve?
Confound it, I'm dying. I'll have whatever I bloody want, you incessant nag.
You're right. Why not go sliding down the banister the way we used to do as children? Only you can be swigging a bottle of scotch and your wonderful nurse here can be waiting to catch you at the bottom. What a fitting way to go out.
I won't abide sarcasm either.
Perhaps you should tell us what you will abide, so things can go smoother.
I will tell you what I brought you here to tell you. I'm dying.
We know.
No interruptions or I will launch this fork at that face you love so dearly. Now, I gather you here to tell you I will no longer be leaving the bulk of my fortune to you all. You will all get a tidy sum, but I'm leaving Bloomhaven Estate and the bulk of my fortune to the strange guest seated here at the table. No doubt you have all been wondering their name. Well, this is the grandchild of our old gardener, Teak. Teak saved up a small fortune working here and making good investments, enough to provide for all his grandchildren's education. Our guest here is a chip off the old compost, so to say. Always had a green thumb, loves anything that springs from the earth. Got a horticultural degree and has traveled the world training to become a world-class gardener.
Father, you already have an excellent gardener. What's his name?
It's Hanson, and yes, he does a great job tending to the grounds. But I want someone in charge of Bloomhaven Estate who has passion, vision, a creative genius when it comes to plants and landscaping. You see, when your mother and I first started our company, we were just a small greenhouse selling plants to housewives and hobbyists. We loved gardening, especially your mother. Rose always treated those plants like her own babies. We took pride in our business. Somehow I got greedy and I lost my way. I started cutting corners, trying to maximize profit. Now all the company sells are anemic, sick plants with cheap plastic pots.
That's not true. I mean, it kinda is, but
Your mother would smack me across the face with stinging nettles and throw me into a thorn bush if she could see what I have done with the business. Which is why I want to do something that would make her proud. I'm going to give the stranger here the whole estate, to turn into the lushest, most healthy garden anyone has ever seen this side of Eden. I even want a large section dedicated to endangered plants. I got the inspiration when I caught wind of my wicked children's plan to sell the estate to a strip mall developer. Didn't think I would find out, did you? Well, this old bastard has eyes and ears everywhere. You should be ashamed. Your mother would disown you for something so disgusting.
If I'm to be cynical, I need millions of dollars to run a successful campaign. Millions.
You can't even run your own life. What was that scandal you just barely slithered out of? How old was she?
None of that was true. A bunch of malicious lies by my opponent.
Your wife didn't think so. But Father, the company really needs the extra funds from the selling of the estate. Think of all the employees.
What about them? They don't even get paid industry standards. Any money from the sale of this home and grounds will never reach any of the workers, I'll bet. It seems that you and the board are always looking at ways to lay off workers and avoid paying them a fair wage. Bloodsuckers. I should have started you on the ground floor instead of sending you to those snooty schools.
And what about me? My friends and I just bought a run-down chateau in the French countryside. It's going to cost a fortune to fix it up. And my play.
Not my concern. You have been given enough money to live quite comfortably.
What about your grandchildren? The future of the family?
Yes. Just how many times has that son of yours been kicked out of private school for bullying, stealing? And the twins, did they ever get their act together after I had to pay that family off? No, I'm rich enough to choose my family, and I choose who I want when I want. Now, if you'll excuse me, I will be in my study, enjoying my cookies and brandy. Don't bother me. If you have any questions, ask my lawyer. He'll be here shortly. Nurse, the study, please.
Yes, Mr. Wellington.
He's off his rocker.
We'll fight this. He's obviously suffering some neurological malfunction.
I beg your pardon, but Master Wellington has recently been examined by 4 doctors and 9 specialists, and his cognitive functions were deemed impeccable. He also hired a team of prestigious lawyers to examine the new will, and it is perfectly legal and will stand up in court.
So there's nothing more to be done then. I've dedicated my whole life to the company. My own parents started it, and this is how the old coot repays me?
There's something else. The handing over of the estate is going to happen tomorrow. Papers will be signed. Your father wanted it all settled before he moves to the islands.
Not wasting any time, is he?
There's someone at the door. Must be the lawyer. Please excuse me. Well, I must say, we all just met you today, and you've suddenly made off like a bandit with our family's fortune. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Good evening, everyone. Merry Christmas. I take it I am right to assume Mr. Wellington's announcement has made waves.
Why didn't you try to talk him out of it, Jake?
That's not my place, Maddie. We had long discussions about his plans, but as you know, once your father's mind is made up, well, it's useless to try to change it. However, it is my job to inform you that the new owner of Bloomhaven will immediately take up residence as part of the agreement. You will have until 2 p.m. tomorrow to make plans to vacate. Christmas breakfast will be prepared in the morning, and afterwards taxis will take you to the airport or train station.
Sam, I thought you said we would have a big, fancy Christmas here.
I'm sorry, miss. I would suggest everyone retire to their rooms for the night, especially the new owner of the estate. Mr. Wellington has requested that you immediately set up in the master bedroom. It has been freshened up for you, and I trust you will find it very comfortable.
Good luck. Mother would never sleep in that room. She swore it was haunted by a very restless spirit.
Really? I always felt a cold chill whenever I walked past the door. I believe the story goes back over 100 years. Bloomhaven was actually built in the Gilded Age. It was very run down, and Mother and Father restored it. Anyway, a very long time ago, the family who lived here had 5 young children who were getting ready to celebrate Christmas. Ha! Come to think of it, it all went down on Christmas Eve night. The children were so excited to celebrate Christmas, they tiptoed out into the great hall to sneak a peek at Santa. What they actually saw was the local, very married minister in a passionate embrace with the children's nanny. Fearing a scandal, the 2 of them dispatched the poor tots and tried to make it look like an attempted kidnapping gone wrong. Well, when the parents saw the horrific scene, they were driven crazy by grief and kept the bodies in their room until someone had to break down the door on New Year. Horrible stuff. It's said the children occasionally come back looking for Santa and wanting to open presents.
On second thought, maybe we should leave tonight?
Hogwash. It's probably not even true. Anyway, the only place the poor little ghosts have ever been observed is in the master bedroom, so not our problem. I'm going to bed. Is a room prepared for Brooke, Farkley?
Certainly, right across the hall from yours.
My virtual meeting is about to start. I will say my good night to everyone, even though it is certainly anything but a good night. Good night, everyone. I'm going to go talk to my children and wish them Merry Christmas. I'm going to wait until after the holidays to break their little hearts with the news that grandfather just gave away their inheritance to a perfect stranger.
I think I'm going to need some help relaxing after this evening. A bottle of whiskey should help quite nicely. Already thought of that, sir. It's by your bedside with a clean glass. You're an angel, Farkley. My recommendation is that you go straight to your room and lock yourself in. News like this can unsettle a typically settled mind. These people have been depending on inheriting a great fortune their whole lives. They've had the rug pulled out from underneath them tonight. You could be in great danger if one of them loses their senses. I didn't tell anyone this, but I did find someone had opened the file with your father's will on the laptop in the study. They were spying. So someone knew what was about to happen, but played dumb. They also know the will stipulates that if you can't handle managing Bloomhaven for 1 year, The estate goes back to the original heirs. See what I mean? One person knows all they have to do is get rid of you, and the fortune is theirs yet again. Be careful. There's also a phone beside your bed, which is connected to nearly every room in the house. There is a laminated paper with the corresponding numbers beside the phone. If you need to call for help, ring Farkley or myself. I will be in the juniper room down the hall. Good luck.
If you will be so good as to follow me, I will lead you to the master bedroom. Right this way. My, this storm is raging. Our power could go out. If it does, there's candles in your room and a matchbook. I'm not trying to unduly alarm you, but please do not open your door for anyone, save myself or Mr. Perkins. Well, good night.
Hey, it's Brooke. You know, Sam's friend? Brooke Wild? How is everything? Okay, I had a crazy idea. Sam told me about a hot tub on the balcony. Wouldn't it be fun to sit in it and watch the blizzard? Oh, come on. You just found out you're rich. Absolutely loaded. Don't you want to celebrate a little? You didn't bring any swimwear? I didn't either, but I never let that stop me from enjoying a nice hot tub. Come on, don't be so boring. You gotta learn how to live it up now that you're rich. Oh, alright. Be that way then. I'm going to be sitting in the hot tub if you change your mind. Don't get too cold in that old, spooky, drafty bedroom.
Excuse me, have you seen Father Christmas?
Hello. How are things? No, there are no children here. Daddy wouldn't hear of me bringing my beautiful angels. I'm sure you would have loved them. They're so creative and expressive. You heard children talking? It's probably that awful room you're sleeping in. I told you I would do everything to avoid even walking past it when I was a child. My mother's first night in that room, she woke up in the middle of the night to a tiny, icy hand over her mouth. When she looked up, she saw a little boy's emaciated, deathly pale face. She screamed and he vanished into thin air. She never slept in that room again. If I were you, I would immediately ask Farkley to move me to another room. Daddy would never know, I'm sure. All right. Suit yourself. Actually, I called to see if you wanted to come to the kitchen with me. We're doing prep work for tomorrow. I wanted to leave you some of my famous giblet and dried apricot dressing for your Christmas dinner. Yes, of course there's a cook. But I have always loved cooking for myself and those I love. And I promise you, you have never tasted anything like this dressing. I see the kitchen has just gotten in some very sharp, very impressive knives. I would be so grateful if you would come and assist me in chopping the ingredients. Might be fun to get to know one another, especially since you will be the new owner of my family home. Don't think so? Alright. If you change your mind, just come to the kitchen. Try not to be too afraid if those poor darlings come to say hi. Goodbye.
I wish I could open at least one of my presents. I do so hope I got that teddy bear. We were so good all year. I bet we get lots of presents. I want a tea set. I need a new dolly. Oh please Santa, I so want a camera for Christmas.
Hello. Comfortable there? Can I ask Farkley to bring you anything? Cool. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the mansion has an indoor shooting range. Yes, for target practice, of course. Any good with firearms? Alright, I see. You see, as owner of this place, it's up to you to protect it. Yourself and the staff, should the need arise. It's a very remote place back here, you see. Might be good to brush up on your sharpshooting. I could give you some pointers. What? You're tired? Fine. If you change your mind, I will be here. It's to the left of the garage. Please, give it some thought.
Oops, it's snowing outside. I just love the snow. I hope Mother lets us go out and play. Grandma just got us brown sleds full of snow. Snowing outside? I want to see. Let me see.
Good evening. How do you find your new bedroom? Yes, it is a rather odd room. It's a very old house. Lots of strange noises, and unless you have a very strong mind, your imagination might just get carried away. I'm here in the conservatory. Didn't know we had one. It is hard to see in the dark, but I can assure you it's massive and very beautiful. Lots of exotic varieties. My mother cared for many of these plants herself. Sometimes I think she cared more for them than she did us. Anyway, I was inspecting the plants and decided to make a pot of Mother's famous herbal tea from a few specimens. It's a wonderful tea, very calming to the nerves. Won't you come and have a cup and allow me to show you around the conservatory? Oh, no trouble. I would like nothing more. Oh, I see. You're very tired. It has been a shocking evening, no doubt. If you change your mind, the tea would help you sleep, I'm sure. Well, take care.
They're jealous.
Just kidding. How's your night in the murder room going? I bet you have. You know, I should set up a camera in there and film the little spectral darlings. I just so happen to have a camera here. I don't suppose you would let me in to set it up, would you? We could make bank off of real ghost footage. Not that you need it now. So how does it feel to have inherited all my family's fortune as a complete stranger? Maybe we are related after all. There were rumors my mother was quite close to your grandfather. Yes. Old Teak was quite chummy with my mummy. Some even speculate I could be the fruit of that particular planting. Are you shocked? I'm sure it's just rumors. I do want to get to know you better, though. Tomorrow I would love to run my new projects by you. They are brilliant, but desperately need funding. Major backers will have free access to my chateau for getaways and parties. Anything goes there, I assure you. There's always gorgeous people milling about, and they are very accommodating. You'll love it. We hope to start a vineyard soon. Speaking of the fruits of the vine, how about sneaking down to the wine cellar with me? We could find one of Daddy's prized bottles of bubbly and have a little celebration. I guess it's actually your bubbly now. Just watch the stairs, dear. They're kind of slimy and steep. Please allow me to go with you and show you around the selection. Oh, maybe some other time then, party pooper. Well, sweet dreams.
I'm cold. Can't stand by the fire, you silly goose. Oh, that song is so sad. Let's sing something else.
I hope I'm not disturbing you. As the roads were getting worse in this blizzard, I convinced Master Wellington to go ahead and order four-wheel drive vehicles to take his children and Miss Wilde into town to a very comfortable inn. I'm sure they will enjoy a quiet Christmas there, as I'm sure you will enjoy a more peaceful holiday in their absence. Is there anything you need? Very good. Good night, and Merry Christmas.